Yo, what up, YouTube? I'm back, showing off part 3 of my collection. Here we got Detroit Pistons bad boys captain Isaiah Thomas, one of the greatest point guards ever. He was an assassin, huge in the clutch. Led the Pistons to back-to-back titles. There's my man Kobe Bryant, the regular figure. Bill Russell. I love this pose right here because those are one of those poses that are just original. The high leg kick, keeping defenders off of him. This right here has got to be my favorite Kobe Bryant figure right out ever. The 81-point game against the Toronto Raptors. Here's a classic Emmitt Smith. Out of all the Emmitt Smiths, this one's my favorite right here. Barry Sanders, one of my all-time favorites. I love this pose right here because Barry's footwork, agility, balance, crazy. The lean. Classic Dr. J with the fro, going up for a dunk. Larry Legend, one of the greatest of all times. Shooting a 3 in the corner. One of the best all-around small forwards in the game, Scott Pippen. It's like I'm hoping to find that variant in the white jersey. The human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins. I love this pose too. I think this is original with his patented windmill dunk. Got the classic Dr. J from the ABA New York Nets. Got my man, the Big O, Oscar Robertson. The crazy thing, man, I was looking to find this in the Chase, where he played for the Cincinnati, what is it, the Royals? But they want too much for that one. And up above, my man Clyde the Glide Drexler. This picture is taken actually from one of the slam dunk contests. I think it's the 86 dunk contest where he's going for the two-hand slam. Will Chamberlain in his Philadelphia 76ers jersey. Dion. I love this one right here. This was the one I had to get it. It's like in that 2-pack with Jerry Rice versus Deion Sanders. I kind of wish they would have made it the Falcons versus the 49ers, but hey, oh well. Right here you have Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, one of the greatest free safeties of all times. Very intelligent player. Now, Lawrence Taylor. Man, I hated this dude growing up. But he definitely changed the game from the linebacker's position because he was so athletically talented that they didn't really design any plays for him. They would let him freelance out there. So a lot of times when a play called for him to drop back in coverage because he was so athletically superior, he was sent in on blitzes, and this is why this guy is one of the all-time sack leaders. He had great instincts as well. Closing speed, unreal. It's Blake Griffin. I'm alright with this figure. I think, what is this, the NBA Series 20 or whatever? They look a little too cartoonish. Plus, it's the same mold that Sean Marion had. But I think the figure, all in all, looks cool. But it's just a little too cartoonish for me. I love this one right here of KG. Being aggressive, old school, yelling. Got my man Adrian Peterson. Huge Adrian Peterson fan. I think he's like the closest thing I've seen to Walter Payton. The way he runs, like, violently. The speed, the power. I hope he makes a full recovery from that knee injury. Man, Ray Lewis. I love this pose because that's his dance coming out the tunnel. I wish I could find that figure with him without the helmet where he has a black do-rag on. Man, when his career is said and done, like there's been a lot of great middle linebackers, such as Ray Nitschke, Dick Butkus, but I do believe Ray Lewis is going down as the greatest ever. Earl Campbell's variant. You talk about running hard. My man was busting out of his jersey fighting for every yard. Got the classic Kobe, short fro, number 8 to the right. What is that? Series 1? Yeah, Series 1. Kobe Bryant yelling. Got the fro, going aggressively to the rack. The king of running backs, Walter Payton, variant. Troy Aikman, Canton exclusive, Hall of Fame edition. To the right of that, I got my man Donovan McNabb, the most unappreciated Eagles quarterback ever. Like his predecessor, Randall Cunningham, my man didn't have enough weapons, but he made the most of what he had around him. 4 NFC title games, Super Bowl, just never had enough weapons around him. Great defense around him, but the only time we went to the Super Bowl is when we had future Hall of Fame wide receiver Terrell Owens playing with us. Reggie White, the greatest Eagle ever. This dude was a beast, unstoppable. It's crazy. It's like when you think about, his career, I wish the Eagles would have signed him, kept him long term. But that's funny with the Eagles organization, they never do. So when you think about those monster numbers, you think of Reggie White as an Eagle. But when you think of him as a champion, you think of Reggie White, the Green Bay Packer. Down here, future Hall of Famer Tim Brown. They should have a Chris Carter figure as well. I don't understand why they don't. One of the greatest ever. Dangerous punt returner as well in his younger days. Warren Sapp variant. I think this figure's dope because of the fact that you can see his cornrows on him. Randall Cunningham, the ultimate weapon. One of the most electrifying players ever. Got a regular D. Wade. Aaron Rodgers, who's a surgeon. I love this figure right here because I think this is original. If you Google one of the pictures, I think this is a game where the Texans are playing the Dolphins, and there's some defender draped all over him while he's making this diving catch. I love that figure. Edgerrin James, future Hall of Famer. A bigger, stronger version of Marshall Faulk. Another surgeon, Drew Brees. Regular figure, Walter Payton. One of the most electrifying, exciting running backs of all times. Mario Lemieux, one of my favorite hockey players. Pittsburgh Penguins. Definitely an underrated Hall of Famer right here. Moses Malone. Played like 20 years in the league. Came straight out of high school, was a man amongst boys. One of his nickname aliases I think he went by was chairman of the boards. Despite all the steroid allegations, Barry Bonds is going down as one of the greatest ever. And this is right here is an exclusive All-Star Game edition of him. And up above is Reggie Jackson, one of the most feared hitters in baseball. The only thing I have a problem with this figure back in the day is like Reggie, man, he had a full like Grizzly Adams beard and he had the tinted shades, but they don't have that. This is a Emmitt Smith variant. I like the older one better because the other one kind of represents how he ran. Kept the ball in his left hand and always was kind of like hunched over. I had to get this one as well. The exclusive Deion Sanders. This was his rookie year with the Falcons when they rocked this jersey. The only thing I'm disappointed on is like they don't have Deion with the Jerry curl.